Hi, my name's Aiden, and I play car football, and I will call it car football because I'm British and I'm ignorant, so you can shut up and listen to me. You will listen to me. This is a little story. I like to tell stories, but this is one about how I got into playing Rocket League. Now, I picked up Rocket League back in 2015, and I wasn't too much of a gamer at the time, which is also the biggest lie of my life. But Rocket League just appealed to me. I saw this game and I was like, damn, this looks like it's going to be fun. It comes down to the fact that I played football my whole life, I'm still shit at it, and I've also loved driving games, and the games I spent the most time playing were games like FIFA. So when I saw this small title, yes, it was once small, there wasn't always RLCS, called Rocket League appear on a Steam sale in 2015, it seemed like the perfect melange of football and driving games, so I had to give it a go. I spent most of the time, which was, very occasionally, just playing against bots and doing those tournaments against bots with friends, playing split screen. Oh my god, split screen. If you've ever played Rocket League split screen, you'll just know how much of a horrendous time it is. But that was probably the most fun I ever had playing Rocket League. I never really took the game seriously, and I wasn't really competing at all. I was just playing it for the shits and giggles. So when I moved to Australia in 2016 and I didn't bring my gaming rig with me, I kind of stayed away from video games for pretty much the entire time, which was a little over a year and a half, earning myself the nickname Ricochet Ranger from being both a beast at minigolf and being a ginger. And by the way guys, if you didn't know, Australia is on fire right now, and some of my best friends are breathing smoke-filled air every single day. So if you haven't already, please send some help, and any little helps. There will be a link to a fundraiser in the description. So anyway, back to Rocket League. When I was living in Australia, the game kind of just stuck there in the back of my mind. I kept thinking about it. I followed the subreddit and I watched Rocket League YouTubers, and eventually when RLCS came about, I'd make sure to watch the games. I was weirdly invested in this game I didn't even play. So why? Why was I so captivated by this game? And to be honest with you, whenever I explain this to someone, like my girlfriend, I have a really hard time not sounding like Captain Dork. Maybe because I am. But the more time went by, the more crazy things I saw people doing on Rocket League. And what made it so interesting was this ability and freedom for players to take the game to levels I'm sure even Psionics didn't realise were possible.
Can't come away with anything yet. But this time they're finding each other in the middle of the field. Oh, you squishy muffins, you are ridiculous!
I remember the times when a simple backboard pass or an aerial goal would get cheers of excitement, but now that's just a silver play. It reminded me of my time playing football and watching football. You're always wondering, what trick can I add to my book? How can I surprise players? And when you watch professional football, you're always looking for that one player who will change the way the game is played forever. And that lives in Rocket League through players like Squishy Muffins, K-Dop Justin, and that's just to name some of the pros. You also got loads of other players who aren't even pros coming up with mechanics that people have never seen before, like, I don't know, the Musty Flick. This is what made Rocket League so damn enjoyable to follow. When I came back to Europe and had my gaming rig again, it was constantly on my mind. The only issue with me is that I'm a very social gamer. I tend not to play games on my own, or just for myself, which is not a great trait to have when you want to play a competitive game like this, which requires loads of training. I realised I did just say social gamer. I'm treating it like that I have some kind of alcohol addiction. No, I swear, I'm just a social drinker. So I found it very hard to convince my friends to play, because unlike me, they hadn't been following it for years on the subreddits and watching all the YouTube channels, and they didn't really care. It didn't have the same excitement as I did. Some of them had played it before and they were really put off by the high skill ceiling in Rocket League, but I didn't mind that too much. And despite spending way too much time watching Rocket League videos in Australia, I had to endure countless games of constantly whiffing, missing the ball, and looking like a complete fart. And I was getting really frustrated because I felt like I knew what I should be doing, but my fingers just weren't helping me out. Which was more disappointing than that time Moses finally figured out how to part the seas just to see Jesus walking on the fucking water.
And with all the power invested in me, I shall part the seas.
Sup, nerd?
What? How is this possible?
I'm Jesus, bitch.
Huh?
Huh?
What?
That's right. Anyway, my lack of ability didn't help with recruiting my friends to play, because I couldn't even carry them out of silver. What a loser. My friends stopped playing, but I continued playing on and off, very casually. It wasn't until the summer of 2019 that I came across a player called Flojul. He was posting in this random Discord that for some reason I was in, looking for someone to play Rocket League with. Now, I didn't know this guy, but finally, there was someone to play with. Yes. Yes, I am very lonely, please help me. He was Champ 1 in duos, and I told him that I was only Plat 1, and also assumed that he's definitely not going to want to play with me. But actually, he didn't mind, and we started playing together. Playing with someone that much above your skill level pushes you to learn much faster. It also gets you roasted by the opponent every game. So Flojo introduced me to some workshop maps and just gave me some little tips to stop me fucking up so much. It turns out he was a very patient person because I would not share his patience. In quite a short amount of time, I say short, but about 100 hours, I was comfortably playing in Diamond. 100 hours later, and I was comfortably playing in Diamond. And another 50 and I was frustratingly playing in Diamond. I felt stuck, and maybe it's just because I'm shit. I didn't know what I should do to improve my game or how. I was doing all the things Flojo had told me, but it turned out Flojo wasn't God, even though I thought he was at the start. So I was playing as fast as I could, but I was missing something. Yes, I was missing the ball. I was whiffing the ball. I was missing it every time. I was not putting the ball in their goal. I know that's why I'm shit. But perhaps there was some specific knowledge or mechanic that I could train that would help me to put the ball in their goal. But I didn't know what I should prioritize or how I should learn it. So I hired this Rocket League coach called Ben through Fiverr. Now Ben is almost 10 years younger than me, yet somehow he was incredibly switched on and calm like a Shaolin monk that made me feel like the teenager. I was really impressed by his drive and his ability to communicate and teach people. I think this came from the fact that he doesn't have a TikTok account, like the rest of the teenagers these days. Now Ben is high GC, and for 5 hours straight, he looked at the way I played. He just analysed me and what I do. And it turns out I play like shit. He also asked me to demonstrate what I would do in specific scenarios, and he corrected it. He told me what to do, and I followed the instructions. A lot of what he taught me was very easy to apply because, surprisingly, it wasn't mechanically demanding at all. It was just being in the right place at the right time, turns out makes it way easier to hit the ball. They were just small nuances, and many nuances, in the way that I played the game that were causing me to be either out of position or be in the wrong place at the wrong time. Although, there was one thing I wasn't too excited about. Ben told me to play at least 10 1v1 games a day, and until that game I had played maybe 3 1s games, and they all went horribly, just conceding it every kickoff, losing every 50-50, always caught out of position. Yes, because I'm shit, I know what you're thinking, this guy's shit. I was shit. I still am shit. So I wasn't particularly enthusiastic about his suggestion to play ones. But he's the GC and I'm the guy paying him to make me a better player. I told myself I'd listen to everything he says and accept every criticism. So I got started with playing 1v1. It was super demotivating at the start as I got placed in Silver 3 after my placements, again because I'm shit at the game. He told me I just have to push through that, and that I can't expect to be the same rank in 1s as I am in 2s or 3s. Now I managed to get to Gold 1, but I felt I was really missing something. There must be some mechanic I could practice to give me some kind of an edge over my opponent. So I asked Ben if he had any suggestions for a training schedule. He gave me one, and within 3 weeks of strictly following this plan, I am now Platinum 2 in 1v1, which is not that great, but it's a big improvement for me. Let's keep in mind, I'm 27, I learn things slow. I'm a champion in 3s and 2s, and I've only got 350 hours on my account, and I mean, yeah, that's quite a lot of time, but I feel like that was achieved pretty quickly. So I've recorded a lot of my games from the beginning of my Rocket League career until today, and I'll be showing you exactly what I've been doing to improve quickly at the game, if you care. The common mistakes I've been making, and what I see other players make. And we'll be following my future journey to GC, which will probably be in a few years or so I hope you have the patience. And just to give you a little glimpse, here are some of my best goals so far. Thank you for watching. If you've enjoyed this video, then help a brother out by liking and subscribing. If you'd like to ask me anything, I'll definitely be responding to the comments below. See you later, gamers.